Hello, it is Car Chronicles 31. Got candy on my mouth, so excuse me. 31. How's everybody doing? I'm leaving the hairdresser. I had to get a cut. Get all that unhealthy hair cut from the top, the back. It is so necessary. As a former person who dabbled a little bit in hair, I actually moved to Maryland to do hair. I went to school for probably 2 days, and then I realized I could not stand on my feet for long. So I would just constantly do stuff on the side. Like I would do people's hair in my kitchen and stuff like that. And so I was never a person who had a problem with a trim or a haircut, and especially if you're going to get your hair dyed. Now for me, my hair is coming in gray. You might not be able to see it, but I'm just doing the inevitable until I can get used to the grays coming in. So I constantly get it dyed lighter, and in order for them to dye it and get a nice hue, they have to kind of not bleach it, but strip it a little bit. And so when that hair comes in, if you don't drink a lot of water and you don't take care of yourself, it gets dry and it gets brittle. And so sometimes you need to get it cut. And so that's what I'm doing. That's what I did. So anyhow, it's Choco's birthday week. We are still not sure what day it is. The jury is out. We don't know if it's the 1st, because I was told it was the 1st, and then Choco's sister, who has whose owner is my good friend D, she says it's either the 5th or the 8th. So we don't know what day it is. So I just celebrate all week. So what I did, because I love animals, I really wish I can get another pet in the house. And so, I had some little vermin visitors, and so everybody's telling me to get a cat, but I'm definitely allergic to cats. And so I said no, and I noticed that Choco's been very agitated lately, and so I've been taking care of him. I went and took him to get a fresh cut, got him a little massage, and got him a nice bed. And then the best thing I could ever do was buy him a little stroller. He likes that. And so because I just love pets. And the thing is that I'm so close to Choco, I don't know what will happen and how I feel when his time comes, because he just turned 14. So that's 90 in dog years. And so every day I notice, he's starting to have little stomach issues or whatever. So I take him outside, and I always have my bags. I have bags all over the car for him. And so I noticed that my neighbor constantly tells me, hey Gam, I know this not for you, but I'm gonna take a pellet gun, because I keep seeing little dog turds all over my property. And so I'm telling him I got bags, so I don't know why he's telling me. But every time he sees me, he makes it his business to tell me that he's going to put a pellet in an animal. That this is a guy that has traps in our adjacent yard. Then he has a trap across the street at his homegirl's house, who he goes and smokes weed with. He gets high with or whatever. And so I'm working in the window, and I'm looking, and I see him trying to get across the street so he can get his weed fix on. And then I look a couple of doors down, and I see he's not a little dog, but he's a dog that this old guy and I don't know if that's his wife or whatever, or his sister, they walk him every 20 minutes. And so, I say hi to him, but they're not too friendly. They don't really speak to me. I'm not saying they're not friendly. They just don't communicate often when I walk Choco. So I see this dog outside by himself. He's just walking back and forth, darting back and forth across the street. from side to side. And I said, oh Lord, this dog is going to get hit. So here comes my neighbor. He's walking outside trying to get across the street. And so I'm knocking on the door because he turns around and get ready to go back to his house. And I said, oh snap, he's getting ready to go back to the house and get something to hurt this dog. So I'm knocking on the window like, you better leave that damn dog alone. So I come downstairs because I'm not scared of dogs. I come downstairs and I have my umbrella. And so I'm walking up on the dog, and the dog gets scared and turn around and runs in the house, and the door is wide open. And so he got all his courage in the house because he's on the steps and he's barking at me, and I'm coming and I'm saying, get your ass back in that house. And so then I turn around and I go back in and I get my coat. I got my umbrella. My umbrella has a hook on it, one of those new umbrellas that you can stand up. And so I walk across the street and I take the umbrella and I knocked on the door and I said, is anybody in there? Is anybody? Hello? I didn't know if anybody was dead. Hello? Is anybody in there? And the dog is still barking. So I said, okay, well then there's nobody home, so why is the door wide open? So I walk up on the porch and it smelled like it was a dead body in there. That's how bad that house smelled. Doesn't mean that it really was a dead body in there. I'm just saying that's how bad it smelled. No wonder the dog was trying to get out and escape. But I say all that to say, I gotta get back to that point. That if I didn't chase this dog back in his house, my neighbor would have shot him with a pellet gun. I think that's just so horrible. Like, why would you do that? God made the animals. You got to love the animals. Love the animals. I love majority of animals. I have a rat phobia. I have a mouse phobia. And right now I'm having little pesky moments and stuff like that. But here, you have somebody who has traps all over his yard and collect rabbits and raccoons and possums for soup and stew. And he definitely does not have a problem putting a pellet gun in my little 7-8 pound Shih Tzu and making some Shih Tzu stew. No. And so I saved the dog's life the other day. And I took my umbrella and I did a good deed because I slammed the door shut with the umbrella so the dog could not run out. Now, that wasn't my business. It wasn't my personal business. I know the house smelled like there was a dead body in the walls, but you know, I just cannot understand how people can let their house get that bad. Like, I'm spazzing from Mickey and Minnie running all around from my roof. And so I'm trying to be proactive. And then I'm paranoid. So if people walk in my house, I ask them, can you smell Choco? Can you smell that I have a canine in here? And I'm always walking around. I got paper towels everywhere, you know, because I want to be prepared for Choco. You see that? Paper towels and spray. I keep that because I don't want nobody talking about me like I'm talking about these people that live across the street. That house stinks so badly that you can smell it from the outside. That means that when your dog goes and does his business or whatever, you clean it up whenever. No, when your dog pukes, when your dog craps, or when your dog pisses, you need to clean it up immediately and treat it. Because if you don't, you are messing up your investment. You are messing up your house, and then people going to talk about you. People are going to talk about you with the stinking house. The house that smells like a barn. Why? No reason. I'm so glad I got this. Anyway, so why do I have Mickey and Minnie running all through my roof in my house and I keep my house clean? I had to hire Terminex to help me But yet you got dogs and all kind of carrying on, and it looked like a murder scene in that house. It was so horrible. It smelled horrible. I started to call CSI to see if they was looking for a crime scene, because I'm telling you, I cannot believe it stunk so bad and it looked so bad. White walls with stuff smeared all over it. No wonder the dog was trying to escape. But, you know, I thought I saved his life, but I kind of saved his life, but I kind of didn't. He probably was trying to escape. And I was looking to see if I would run into the old man to tell him, stop leaving your door open so people, not just the fact of your dog escaping and he could get hit and killed or shot with a pellet gun like the guy next door, but just to say, stop leaving your door open so people can see your nasty, stinking business in that damn house. That house was horrible. Oh. Anyway, so, yes, I'm on my way back home to get my puppy. I'm going to put him in a stroller and walk him up and down the street. He loves his little stroller. I wish I would have thought about it a couple of years ago. Could have saved him a little problem with his back. But, yeah, it was pet day today, so I had to get that off my chest. Anyway, that was Car Chronicles 31. I will see you on the other side. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Today is my day off. But guess what? Once I finish walking Choco in his little stroller and I get back, I'm probably going to get on the computer and look at what kind of stuff I got waiting for me for work when I get back on Monday. Okay? So I love you all. I love you all. This is for my sister. I really brought this for her. You can't handle the truth when we argue, and I'm going to pull it out. You can't handle the truth. I know you are, but what am I? Anyway, you have a good day. I will see you on the other side, waiting for Car Chronicles 32. Bye.